Ever thought about an engine that could run on tequila? Or one so small it sounds like a lawnmower buzzing away? Automotive engineers have come up with some of the craziest ideas in history, and trust me, some engines are remembered not for their brilliance, but for being utterly ridiculous. Today, we're taking you on a time-traveling journey to discover 20 of the most absurd and bizarre engines ever to hit the road. Some were designed to change the future of cars, and others? Well, they were so overly complicated, even the experts had no clue how to make them work. Buckle up, because after seeing these engines, you might never complain about your car's engine again. These wild inventions not only defied common sense, but also showed just how thin the line is between genius and madness. So, sit back and prepare for a jaw-dropping adventure. Here are the 20 silliest engines of all time that you probably never even heard of. Ever had a car engine problem so strange it seemed ridiculous? Share your story in the comments. Do you think any of these ridiculous engines could have succeeded if they were better developed? Number 20, Chrysler Turbine engine. From 1963 was a remarkable experiment in automotive engineering, showcasing Chrysler's futuristic vision. This engine wasn't your typical car engine. It was a gas turbine engine, similar to those used in aircraft. What made it especially unique was its ability to run on almost any combustible fuel. Drivers could fill it up with gasoline, diesel, kerosene, or even exotic fuels like tequila or perfume. The flexibility was truly revolutionary. Chrysler built 55 turbine-powered cars and tested them with the public, but despite its forward-thinking design, the concept didn't make it to mass production. The engines were smooth, quiet, and had fewer moving parts than conventional piston engines, which theoretically could mean lower maintenance. However, there were downsides. It was expensive to produce, had poor fuel economy compared to regular engines, and the turbines had lag issues, making them less responsive for everyday driving. While the Chrysler turbine car was a symbol of futuristic innovation, it ultimately proved impractical. Only a few of the cars remain today, treasured by collectors and museums, serving as a reminder of one of the most ambitious experiments in automotive history. Number 19, 1967. The Mazda Wankle rotary engine is one of the most distinctive engines in automotive history, thanks to its unusual triangular design. Unlike traditional piston engines, the Wankle rotary engine used a rotating triangular rotor inside an oval-shaped chamber to generate power. This design allowed for a compact and lightweight engine with fewer moving parts, making it smoother and capable of producing a lot of power relative to its size. It was featured in cars like the iconic Mazda RX-7, known for its performance and nimble handling. However, the Wankle engine came with some significant trade-offs. It struggled with fuel efficiency and reliability, two key factors that hurt its long-term success. The engine's unique design often led to problems with sealing the combustion chamber, resulting in oil consumption issues and faster wear over time. Additionally, the rotary engine's fuel consumption was higher than traditional engines, making it less economical. Despite these challenges, the Wankle rotary engine earned a passionate fan base for its quirky design, smooth power delivery, and the way it allowed cars like the RX-7 to achieve high performance with a lightweight engine. Though production of rotary engines in mass-market cars eventually stopped, they remain beloved by enthusiasts and continue to define Mazda's innovative engineering legacy. Number 18. Fiat's Twin Air engine is a unique engineering marvel that embraced compactness and efficiency. Launched in 2010, this tiny two-cylinder engine was designed to provide a fun and spirited driving experience, while prioritizing fuel economy and reduced emissions. Its small size allowed it to fit into various models, such as the Fiat 500 and Panda, making it a popular choice for urban driving. One of the standout features of the Twin Air engine was its innovative technology, including turbocharging and multi-air technology, which allowed for variable valve timing. This combination meant the engine could produce more power than you'd expect from its size, delivering around 85 to 105 horsepower depending on the version. Despite its efficiency, often achieving impressive fuel economy figures, it was also known for being a bit noisy. Many drivers remarked that it sounded similar to a lawnmower rather than a typical car engine, which could be surprising for those expecting a more aggressive roar. While the Fiat Twin Air engine was celebrated for its environmentally friendly design and compactness, It garnered mixed reactions regarding its sound and driving dynamics. Nevertheless, it showcased Fiat's commitment to innovation and practicality in the compact car segment, proving that good things can indeed come in small packages. Number 17, the Lancia Beta 8.32 is a fascinating example of automotive engineering that combines the practicality of a family sedan with the power of a Ferrari V8 engine. Launched in the early 1980s, the Beta 8.32 was an ambitious project that sought to offer something unique in the market: a four-door sedan powered by a high-performance engine derived from Ferrari. At its heart, the Beta 8.32 featured a 3.0-liter V8 engine that produced around 210 horsepower. While this powertrain was impressive on paper, the car struggled to deliver the same level of performance that one would expect from a Ferrari. The Beta 8.32 was heavier than typical sports cars, which impacted its handling and acceleration, making it feel more like a sporty sedan rather than a true performance vehicle. The design itself was striking, with the Lancia Beta retaining its sleek, classic Italian styling. However, the odd pairing of a Ferrari engine in a family-oriented car led to mixed reviews. Enthusiasts appreciated the unique combination, but many felt that the Lancia didn't fully capitalize on the engine's potential, resulting in a driving experience that didn't match the Ferrari pedigree. Number 16, Saab's two-stroke engine, 93-95th models. Saab's two-stroke engine found its way into the 93 and 95 models during the 1960s, marking a distinctive chapter in the brand's history. Known for its quirkiness, Saab embraced the two-stroke engine as a way to stand out in the automotive market. These engines were notable for their simple design, featuring only 2 cycles for each revolution of the crankshaft, which allowed for a lightweight and compact setup. However, this simplicity came with drawbacks. Saab's two-stroke engines were infamous for being noisy and smoky, often leaving a trail of exhaust that would make any driver think twice. The engines required a mix of oil and gasoline for lubrication, resulting in higher emissions and a characteristic blue smoke that was hard to miss. While they delivered decent power for their size and provided a unique driving experience, the trade-offs in efficiency and environmental impact became increasingly problematic. Today, collectors and enthusiasts appreciate the unique charm of Saab's two-stroke models, viewing them as a nostalgic reminder of a time when quirky designs and unconventional engineering choices defined the automotive landscape. Number 15, the Cadillac V864 1981. The Cadillac V864, introduced in 1981, was an ambitious attempt by Cadillac to revolutionize fuel efficiency in luxury vehicles. This innovative engine featured a unique variable cylinder management system that allowed it to deactivate 2 of its 8 cylinders under light load conditions, effectively converting it from an 8-cylinder engine to a 6-cylinder and then to a 4-cylinder engine as needed. The idea was to save fuel without sacrificing performance when the full power of the engine wasn't required. However, the technology in the early 1980s wasn't fully developed, leading to significant challenges. The transition between activated and deactivated cylinders was often abrupt and poorly executed, resulting in a driving experience that many found to be quite jarring. Drivers frequently reported issues such as rough idling and an overall lack of reliability, with the system sometimes failing to deactivate or reactivate the cylinders correctly. This inconsistency led to frustration and skepticism among consumers about the effectiveness of the technology. Despite its innovative intentions, the Cadillac V864 serves as a reminder of the challenges automakers faced in balancing performance and efficiency during a time of rapidly changing automotive technology. Today, it stands as one of the more curious and sometimes humorous experiments in automotive history, illustrating both the ambition and limitations of early attempts at variable cylinder management. Number 14, the Subaru 360, launched in 1958, is often remembered as one of the most iconic microcars of its time. This compact vehicle featured a unique and quirky design, embodying the essence of the K-car classification in Japan, which emphasizes small size, efficient use of space, and practicality. At the heart of the Subaru 360 was its diminutive 2-cylinder engine, which produced just 25 horsepower. While this engine was sufficient for city driving and short trips, it struggled to provide the power needed for anything more ambitious. The engine's lack of power became a defining characteristic of the Subaru 360. Drivers quickly found that the tiny engine made acceleration a challenge, especially when going uphill or carrying additional passengers. The engine's performance was a stark contrast to the car's playful and charming design, which featured rounded edges and a whimsical appearance that made it stand out on the road. Number 13. The GM Iron Duke engine is a small four-cylinder power plant that became notorious for its underwhelming performance throughout the 1970s and 1980s. Officially known as the GM 2.5L engine, it was designed to be a cost-effective solution for a variety of General Motors vehicles, including the Chevrolet Nova, Pontiac Sunbird, and Oldsmobile Omega. While the Iron Duke was praised for its durability and simplicity, producing around 90 to 100 horsepower, it often fell short in the performance department. Car enthusiasts frequently criticized it for being underpowered, especially compared to the more robust V6 and V8 engines available in GM's lineup. Many found it frustrating to drive, particularly in larger vehicles where the engine struggled to provide adequate acceleration, leaving drivers feeling like they were pushing a heavy load uphill. The engine's design, while reliable, didn't offer much in terms of excitement or driving pleasure. Its distinctively rough running and tendency to produce noticeable vibrations added to its less-than-stellar reputation. As a result, the Iron Duke became a punchline among car enthusiasts, often dismissed as a wheezy option that lacked the power and performance people expected from a GM vehicle. Number 12. The AMC Pacer, introduced in 1975, is often celebrated for its quirky design and distinctive styling, but one of its most peculiar features was the choice of an inline-six engine. This decision to equip the compact Pacer with a larger engine was unconventional, especially considering the car's small size and lightweight construction. The inline-six engine, typically offering more power and torque than necessary for a car of the Pacer's size, resulted in a mismatch that affected the vehicle's overall performance. While it produced decent horsepower, around 110 to 150 horsepower depending on the version, the large engine struggled to adapt to the Pacer's lightweight frame. This led to issues with awkward handling, as the front-heavy design made the car less nimble and responsive than drivers would have liked. Number 11. The Trabant, a symbol of East German automotive engineering, was produced from 1957 to 1991, and is best known for its iconic design and distinctive two-stroke engine. This small car was powered by a simple and rudimentary two-cylinder engine, which was notorious for being both noisy and inefficient. With a mere 26 to 30 horsepower, the Trabant's engine struggled to provide adequate power, resulting in sluggish acceleration and limited performance. The two-stroke engine design was relatively straightforward, relying on a mix of oil and fuel for lubrication, which contributed to the characteristic blue smoke that billowed from the exhaust. This not only made the Trabant loud, but also gave it an environmentally unfriendly reputation, as emissions were higher compared to four-stroke engines. Despite these drawbacks, the Trabant became a popular choice in the Eastern Bloc, especially during the Cold War, due to its affordability and simplicity. Number 10. The Fiat S76, also known as the Beast of Turin, was truly a mechanical monster. Imagine this, a car with an engine so massive it was almost 30 liters in size. That's right, a 28.5-liter four-cylinder engine that roared like a beast. It was built with one goal in mind, to shatter speed records. But with an engine that seemed better suited for a battleship than a car, controlling it was an entirely different story. This powerful machine was more about raw, untamed energy than precision driving. The sheer size of the Fiat S76's engine was awe-inspiring. Each of its four cylinders displaced more volume than most modern car engines combined. The roar it produced was so intense it was said to be deafening, almost as if the car was alive and ready to devour the road ahead. When it first hit the track in 1911, the Beast of Turin aimed to break the land speed record, and with such an engine it certainly had the potential. However, handling this mechanical beast was a challenge. The massive engine generated so much torque and power that taming it felt like trying to ride a wild bull, thrilling but dangerous. Number 9, the Cavini C6W, introduced in 2004, is one of the most peculiar cars ever built. This Italian creation featured not 4, but 6 wheels, 2 extra wheels at the front. Powered by a V8 engine, the car looked like something straight out of a science fiction movie. The additional wheels were meant to enhance handling, providing more grip and stability, especially during cornering. In theory, this was supposed to offer better control at high speeds. However, in practice, the design left many scratching their heads. While the 6-wheel setup was certainly unique, it didn't revolutionize performance as intended. Instead, the Cavini C6W often came across as more of a curiosity or a quirky experiment in automotive engineering than a practical, game-changing innovation. Its appearance turned plenty of heads, but whether it was truly effective or just a novelty remained up for debate. Despite this, the Cavini C6W will always be remembered for its daring attempt to push the boundaries of car design. Number 8, the Daxian car, created by visionary inventor Buckminster Fuller in 1933, was unlike anything on the road at the time. Its futuristic, bullet-shaped design and 3-wheeled configuration made it a striking sight. Powered by a rear-mounted Ford V8 engine, the Daxian was meant to be an efficient aerodynamic vehicle that could even fly. Fuller envisioned it as the car of the future, one that could revolutionize transportation with its innovative design and potential versatility. However, despite its ambitious concept, the Daxian became infamous for its poor handling. With just one wheel in the back doing both the steering and propulsion, stability was a major issue. The car's most notorious moment came during a test drive when it tragically overturned in a crash, claiming a passenger's life. This incident severely damaged its reputation, and the Daxian never gained commercial success. Still, the Daxian car is remembered as an ambitious leap in design, ahead of its time and vision, though lacking the practical execution needed for safe driving. It stands as a fascinating example of how even the most futuristic ideas can falter when they meet the realities of the road. Number 7, the Messerschmitt KR200, introduced in 1955, was a tiny, 3-wheeled bubble car that looked more like an odd experiment than a typical automobile. Designed by the German aircraft manufacturer Messerschmitt, this quirky vehicle was powered by a small, single-cylinder, 2-stroke engine typically found in motorcycles. With such modest power, the KR200 was never going to break any speed records. It could only reach about 56 miles per hour, but its appeal lay in its unique design and simplicity rather than performance. The car's bubble-like canopy, reminiscent of a fighter jet's cockpit, gave it a distinctive, almost futuristic look for its time, though it also earned it plenty of puzzled stares. Inside, the seating arrangement was unconventional too, with the driver sitting in front and the passenger behind, similar to a cockpit layout. Despite its strange appearance and underpowered engine, the KR200 became a symbol of affordable post-war mobility in Europe. It may not have been fast or flashy, but it provided a practical and economical way to get around. Today, it's cherished by collectors for its charm and its place in automotive history as one of the quirkiest vehicles ever made. Number 6, the Tata T87, introduced in 1936, was a car that stood out for its advanced engineering and striking design. Known for its rear-mounted, air-cooled V8 engine, the T87 was one of the most innovative cars of its time. Its streamlined, aerodynamic body, which reduced air resistance, made it look like a futuristic machine on the road. However, beneath that sleek exterior was a car with a reputation for being dangerously unpredictable. The rear-mounted engine, while impressive, created an unusual weight distribution that made the T87 notoriously difficult to handle, especially at high speeds. The weight over the rear wheels caused the car to become unstable, leading to a number of high-speed crashes. Many drivers, including Nazi officers who famously drove them during World War II, found themselves caught off guard by the car's tricky handling, often losing control on winding roads. Despite its quirks, the Tata T87 was admired for its innovative design and performance. It was fast for its era, with a top speed of around 100 miles per hour, and its aerodynamic shape influenced future car designs. Today, the T87 is remembered as an icon of both genius engineering and dangerous unpredictability, earning it a unique place in automotive history. Number 5, the Peele. P50, introduced in 1962, holds the title of the smallest production car ever made, and it's hard not to smile at its whimsical charm. This pint-sized microcar measures just 54 inches long, making it not much bigger than a shopping cart. Powered by a tiny 49cc engine, the P50 was designed to be a practical solution for urban transportation. However, with a top speed of around 38 miles per hour, it was so slow that in some cases, you could actually outrun it on foot. Its diminutive size and playful design made the Peele P50 a quirky sight on the road, often prompting laughter and double takes from onlookers. With room for only one driver and a tiny cargo space, it was perfect for zipping through city streets, but it wasn't exactly built for speed or comfort. The P50's unique features included a single headlight, a minimalist interior, and even a handle on the back so you could lift it if needed. Despite its impracticalities, the Peele P50 has become a beloved collector's item and a symbol of automotive eccentricity. Its charming design and unusual specifications have earned it a special place in car history, proving that sometimes the smallest ideas can create the biggest smiles. Number 4, the Zund Janis, introduced in 1957, is a delightful example of post-war German engineering that embraces the unconventional. This tiny microcar stands out not only for its compact size, but also for its distinctive layout. One of the most peculiar features of the Janis is its mid-mounted, single-cylinder two-stroke engine, which was designed to maximize space and provide a unique driving experience. Adding to its charm, the Janis boasts front and rear-facing seats, allowing passengers to choose their view as they travel. This layout can be a bit confusing at first, as the car feels like a quirky puzzle on wheels. With room for 4 people, the Janis offers an unusual but fun way to travel together, though getting in and out can be a bit of a tight squeeze. Its design isn't just about aesthetics, it was also a practical solution for a time when affordability and efficiency were essential. With a top speed of around 50 miles per hour, the Zund Janis wasn't built for speed, but it provided a unique and memorable driving experience. Today, this microcar is a sought-after collector's item, celebrated for its charming oddity and place in automotive history as a testament to the creativity of its time. Number 3, the Ford Pinto, launched in 1971, is one of the most infamous cars in automotive history. Marketed as an affordable compact car, the Pinto was designed to appeal to budget-conscious consumers. However, its underwhelming engine performance and poor fuel economy left many drivers wanting more. With its modest power and lackluster efficiency, the Pinto was often overshadowed by its competitors. What truly cemented the Pinto's notorious reputation, though, was a significant design flaw that came to light in the mid-1970s. In the event of a rear-end collision, the positioning of the gas tank was such that it could easily rupture, leading to fires and explosions. This serious safety issue resulted in numerous accidents and injuries, prompting widespread criticism and lawsuits. The controversy surrounding the Pinto was further exacerbated by revelations that Ford had conducted cost-benefit analysis, weighing the potential costs of lawsuits against the expenses of making design changes to improve safety. This decision-making process became a cautionary tale in automotive ethics and safety standards. Today, the Ford Pinto is remembered not just for its faults, but also as a lesson in the importance of safety in vehicle design. While it once aimed to be a symbol of affordable American motoring, the Pinto's legacy is forever tied to its tragic reputation as a disaster on wheels. Number 2, the Davis Divan, introduced in 1947, is a fascinating yet peculiar chapter in automotive history. This 3-wheeled car, designed by Elbert Burt Davis, aimed to combine style and functionality, but it quickly became known as one of the strangest flops in car production. Powered by a weak 4-cylinder engine, the Divan struggled to deliver any significant performance. With its unique configuration, it had a single wheel at the front and 2 at the rear, which made for a distinctive look but also raised questions about stability and handling. The design, which featured a streamlined, almost futuristic appearance, was meant to attract buyers, but its oddity often overshadowed its aesthetic appeal. Despite the innovative idea behind the Davis Divan, it failed to gain traction in the market. The combination of its underpowered engine and quirky design left potential buyers unimpressed. Only about 15 units were produced before the company folded, making the Divan a rare sight today. Though it didn't succeed in its time, the Davis Divan remains a collector's curiosity, embodying the adventurous spirit of post-war automotive experimentation. Its legacy serves as a reminder that not all creative ideas translate into commercial success, especially in the competitive world of car manufacturing. Equal sign number 1, the Ford Nucleon, conceived in 1957, represents one of the most ambitious and perhaps outrageous ideas in automotive history: a nuclear-powered car. This concept vehicle was envisioned as a revolutionary mode of transportation, equipped with a small nuclear reactor to provide virtually limitless energy. Imagine cruising down the highway in a car powered by nuclear fusion. It sounded like something straight out of a science fiction novel. The design of the Nucleon featured a sleek, futuristic aesthetic, complete with a streamlined body that hinted at its high-tech ambitions. However, the reality of implementing a nuclear reactor in a car posed numerous practical and safety challenges. Concerns about radiation exposure, the potential for accidents, and the complexities of operating a nuclear engine in everyday driving made the idea far more dangerous than feasible. Ultimately, the Ford Nucleon never made it past the drawing board, remaining a tantalizing what-if in automotive lore. While it was never intended for production, the concept sparked fascinating discussions about the future of energy and transportation during the post-war era. Today, the Ford Nucleon stands as a testament to the bold and sometimes bizarre visions that automakers explored in their quest for innovation, reminding us that not every groundbreaking idea translates into reality, especially when it involves nuclear power. Which one is the silliest engine for you? Would you add another one? Leave your comment here so we can discuss. Thanks for watching Vintage Drive TV. See you next video.